But I also do think some people are legit NPCs. Some people don't even have an internal monologue. Are you still in line to get like the DNA upgrade from the Elohim or from the reptiles? Like, what is that? Josh, being able to instantly judge truth from bullshit is becoming clearer and clear for me and many others, in my opinion. Keep up the great work, Roger. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. I'm glad to hear that. And I think, I mean, it's hard to say that, like, I think this is something we all have because I only obviously know from my own perspective. But I do think a lot more people have this ability. And maybe ability isn't the right word, but, you know, because, you know, I don't think what I'm doing when I feel like I'm determining these things, I'm not doing some like magic spell, you know, I'm not remote viewing, I'm not psionic. I'm literally just subconsciously calculating things in real time, quickly, and coming to a conclusion. And these are all things that we can all see. Micro expressions, body language, the tone in your voice, the cadence in the way that you're speaking. Like these, and the energy and the feeling that you give off when you speak to me. These are all things that we all should be able to perceive when we have a conversation or when we see someone speak. So I think it's just about like learning like what feels authentic and what doesn't. And I don't think, I mean, I'm sure there are very well professionally trained liars, but I don't know. I don't know if you can fully fake. I don't know if you can fully fake this stuff. Fully. I'm sure you can do a very good job, but I don't know if you can 100% fake being authentic. I don't know. It's a tough one. We are all psionic. I think we all do have that ability, but I also do think some people are legit NPCs. Like, I really do think and I think this because, and you know, maybe NPC is the wrong word, but like some people can't see images in their head, and some people don't even have an internal monologue. Some people don't think they don't think. They just act. And that's crazy. Because if you don't have an internal monologue, how when someone cuts you off in traffic and your primal NPC programmed response is to beep and flip them off and yell at them like an ape, if you don't have an internal monologue, how can you be like, hang on, maybe they're just having a bad day, just relax, it's, you know, it's their problem, just let them go. If you don't have an internal monologue, how can you do that? How can you think critically? How can you analyze things? How can you regulate your own emotions and behavior? Like, you can't. You're just literally like operating off some like programmed script or something. That is legitimately crazy. And I think, like, you know, I'm throwing out just a wild theory here. Like, is that the difference between like NPC/apes and like people who have been genetically modified, perhaps some level of being a human hybrid? I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying, like, what is that difference? Because to me, not having an internal monologue and people who can think very quickly in their mind and can picture things in their mind, like, that's a pretty big difference to your experience of being a human being on this earth. Like, majorly. Especially when we consider that your mind is like literally the interface with reality. And like where you decide to focus your perception and your attention creates the experience you have. Like, your experience here in Earth is done entirely through your mind. Like, it's like your consciousness is streamed into your mind. But if you didn't have that, you wouldn't have the machine that kind of is there to take in and interpret reality, to interact with your consciousness. So if that mind is operating like very differently to the point where you don't have your own sort of critical thinking and internal monologue and you can't picture things, what the hell is going on there? Like, what are you? Are you like still closer to being like an ape? Or maybe, you know how like you go on the public health system to get surgery? Are you still in line to get like the DNA upgrade from the Elohim or from the reptiles? Like, what is that? why can't you think and why can't you picture things? Because that's crazy.